Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about why mechanics hate the automotive industry. We've all seen them. We've all seen these guys in the shop, guys. There's always that one man, older guy generally, and I don't want to talk smack on the older guys, but just understand that normally this happens with the older guys. They're always mad and bitter, always talking smack on the mechanic industry. They're always saying, I wish I wouldn't have been a mechanic. This industry sucks. This business sucks. They're just mad all the time. Number one thing you guys have to realize is that you cannot listen to these people. Negativity is going to fill your head, and every time you have a problem, you're always going to be remembering, yeah, he was right, and then you're going to become bitter because of it. Be really careful with the information you guys take in. Okay, make sure you guys only take in positive information, guys, because that stuff does fester in your mind, and then it gets bigger, and then you ruin your life. Everything, it'll manifest in your work and in your life. So be really careful listening to these guys. Do not listen to them. Today we're going to be going over the reasons why they're mad. And this is going to be a cautionary tale for you guys, because if you ever see yourself doing these things, just understand that you're going to end up bitter and mad at the industry like these guys are. So if you're ever thinking about like, or ever in these situations, understand that this is where it's going to lead. Before we get into it, make sure you guys hit the like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks so much for hitting that like button, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate that. All right, and leave me a comment. Let me know if you guys want me to make any of the videos. I always take video suggestions. Why are these older mechanics always mad and bitter at the industry? Number one, they don't make the money they want to make. The second thing is because they have high expectations about the industry that they never realized, like opening up a shop. And the third reason is because they didn't advance in the industry as fast as they wanted to, or they didn't just grow. Okay, so we're gonna go through these reasons right now. So the first thing is that they didn't make the money that they expected to make. Guys, in this industry, in the trade industry, or any industry like this, it's up to you to make as much money as you want to make. Now, I've given you guys suggestions on how to ask for raises and how to get more money. Because a trade, guys, you can make money always, but it's up to you to get it done. And unfortunately for these guys, they think that everybody else is supposed to just give them the money. They just show up, do the work, and then everybody's just supposed to pay them. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. You do have to know how to sell yourself and sell your skill set for people to pay you more money. I've told you guys, if you guys want to get a raise, you go to your boss, you present them everything that you've been able to do, and if they don't want to pay you, you go find another job. And when you go find another job, you negotiate for higher pay. If you're getting paid 15 bucks an hour here and they don't want to pay you more, you go to another job and you say, I got paid 20 over here, so I want 30. And then they'll talk you down to 25, and then you're making 10 bucks more an hour. Guys, this works. A lot of you guys have told me that you use this strategy and it's worked. And I know it works because I've done it. Okay, so it's up to you to sell your skill set. The second thing is you have to know how to make money with your skill set. That's why I always recommend you guys start a little side hustle. If you know how to start a little side hustle, you're able to do things on your own. Because guys, you guys have no idea how much money these auto repair shops make. Any trade, electrician, plumber, the actual guys that make the real money are the business owners. Me, okay? Because I'm paying you a certain amount of money, but I'm also making a lot more money off of your back. Guys, and that's not bad. That's how everything works, okay? Look at it as, this is the industry. I give you a job. If you don't want to do your own advertising or marketing, that's fine. I'll give you some work, but I got to take my cut. And my cut is going to be way more than yours. And guys, this is every job. Every job you have, companies will make, like they'll bill like a lawyer. They bill the customer $3,000 an hour, and they pay the lawyer $120. And yeah, to people that are like, oh my God, I'm making $120 an hour, but the business is making $3,000. You know what I'm saying? So this is every industry. That's why I tell you guys to start your own little side hustle so you guys can really start making the real money, because it's not that much harder. It's not that much harder. All you have to do is make their business cards, tell people what you're doing, and then they start hiring you. And then you make that money. Instead of the business, you make your own little money on the side. So you have to know how to sell yourself. And these guys, unfortunately, are just stagnant because they don't want to go out there and get it. They don't want to ask for the raise. They don't want to they don't want to implement the strategies that I give you guys. And they don't want to sell themselves to other people independently so that they can make the real money. Okay, so learn how to sell yourself. I've told you guys how to do it. I made plenty of videos about that. If you guys want me to go into more detail, let me know in the comment section. I'll go more into detail. The second thing, guys, is that they have high expectations. Like, I want to open up a shop. I want to be making $100,000 a year. I want to do this. I want to work at Ford and build it, whatever it is. They have high expectations for themselves, but unfortunately, they do not meet them. Why? Because they don't set a plan in place. Again, going back to the thing I just said right now about the number one thing, they expect everything to be given to them. Unfortunately, guys, in this world, nothing's gonna be given to you. You have to go out and get it. And as men, we are creators. We go out there and get what we want. We enforce our will on the world, and we make the world comply to what we want. And the only way to do that is by setting a plan as soon as possible and following that plan to a T, adjusting with the times and everything else, but implementing that plan and going step by step until you get what you want. When I opened up my shop, I did it at a very young age because I knew what I wanted to do as soon as I got into the industry. I was like, I want to open up a shop. Okay, it's going to be general repair, so I better know everything about everything. So I got to go to work at dealerships and learn how they work. I got to work at mom and pops. I got to work at chain shops. I got to work at, national brand shops. I got to work at everywhere and understand every single car and understand how everything works. So I'm able to take in cars no matter what, and I won't be worried. Okay, I want to work on everything. Cool. So I made my plan. I started saving. I started buying my tools. I started storing my tools. So when I opened up my shop, I had all my equipment. So I didn't have to spend a bunch of money on my equipment. I started getting customers and clientele. So when I opened up my shop, I had customers already showing up. I learned marketing. I started getting everything in order, guys. And that's what you need to do. Nothing's going to be given to you. If you have high expectations for the industry, fine, great. I recommend you. I'm happy that you have high expectations. But you also have to do the work and plan everything out so that you can reach those expectations. Nothing's going to be given to you just because you want it. I want 100 models right now, every single day. if I don't make the plans to get them, I ain't going to get nothing. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys get everything in order so you guys meet those expectations. If you are going to set high expectations, guys, make sure that you plan it out. Okay? The last thing, guys, is that they did it in advance. They got stagnant. And what happens when you're stagnant? You die. Guys, that is life. Either you're progressing forward or you're deteriorating. That is life. And that is the same thing with everything you do, with your career, with your money, with your relationships, with your everything, with your friendships. If you're not improving them, you're degrading. Nothing stays like zero. Nothing stays the same ever. It's either advancing or decreasing. So with your career, it's the same thing. If you're not learning new things, if you're not on YouTube, watching me, watching other guys, learning new things, just at least watching toolbox tours to see what tools are being used on new cars or whatever it is, you're not advancing. Even little things like that matters. Guys, you have to continuously learn new things. And unfortunately for these old bitter mechanics, they stagnated. They were like, I bought everything I need. I went to school. Cool. Well, guess what happens, baby? All the industry, the entire freaking automotive manufacturers, they're advancing. They're getting new cars, new technologies coming out. Because why? Because the industry is just, people want new things. And the cars, every year you get a new car with new technology on it. Every year. So what does that mean for us mechanics? We have to advance as well every single year and keep up with it in every single aspect of it. In our just knowledge about the cars, about the tools we're gonna use, about where the industry is going, about how people perceive mechanics in the automotive field, everything. Our bodies, we gotta make sure our bodies are taken care of. We gotta make sure just everything is in order. So guys, you cannot stay stagnant. And these guys that are old and bitter, they just gave up. They were like, well, they didn't give up, but they were just like, okay, well, I learned everything I need to know, and I'm not gonna work on those new cars because I learned how to work on 2000 cars, and I'm good there. Guys, if you ever find yourself stagnating or not learning new things every single day or every single year, you're in trouble. And you're gonna end up bitter and mad like these other guys in the shop, cursing the mechanic industry, telling everybody that it's a bad industry and they shouldn't join. I have in my comment section, oh, the industry is shit. Look at yourself, guys, because at the end of the day, that's what it all comes back to. If you're having a positive situation with the mechanic industry, it's because you made it positive, because you've done the groundwork, because you've gone out there and done what you need to do. You progressed, you asked for raises, you try to get more money, you know how to sell yourself, and you have carved out a plan that you're following every single year for you to progress. Okay, so if you do these three things and you're always like doing the things that I just said, you're gonna be good, and you're gonna be like, this industry is great. Look at me, I'm like, I love this industry. You know, I'm looking where everything's going. I'm like switching it up. I'm doing my thing. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. I'm getting the shops. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You know, I'm always progressing because I understand that I have to. Because if I don't, I'm done. I'm dead. Okay? So guys, same thing. Get on it. Don't stagnate. Keep getting more money. Keep selling yourself better. Keep becoming a better person, better mechanic, better man, better woman. Keep progressing. Make sure you guys are on top of it, or else you're going to end up mad, bitter, and upset that the industry didn't give you what you wanted. But it's not the industry. It's you that you didn't give yourself what you wanted. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the like button. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you like this video, leave me a comment and just hit the like button. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.
Guys, today I'm talking about this racket. Yeah, see this guy?
Think that again. Just fuck around, move around.
It's toe time! Toe time!